how to prove that root 2, root 3, these numbers are irrational number. I said to you, even if it is not that clear, don't worry, we will be taking a lot of examples. So let's prove that root 5 is an irrational number. Okay. What to do at first? At first, we will be taking an assumption, that is, anyone? Anyone?
Let root 5 is equal to, no, let root 5 be a rational number.
Exactly. At first, we will be taking the assumption that let root 5 is a rational number, because exactly reverse case we have to assume. So let root 5 is rational number. Since it is rational number, we can write it in the form of
P by Q.
Where P and Q, we are assuming it, these two are co-prime. Okay. For rational, it is not mandatory, but we are assuming that reduced form of the fraction we are taking, P and Q are co-primes. Now we will prove that our assumption, which we have taken, is totally incorrect. We are going to prove that. Okay, how? How we'll prove that? We will do crisscross multiplication over here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We will be having root 5q is equals to p. After that, what we have to do here?
Square it.
Squaring both sides. We'll be getting 5. 5, what will be getting?
5q square equals to p square.
5q square is equals to p square, which can be written as, from here only we can make one conclusion. This is our equation number 1, and from here only we can make one conclusion. However, we can also write it as a q square is equals to p square by 5. And then we can say that 5 divides p square. Yes or no? Because it is visible now. Previously, there was a chance that you will get confused when we will be writing p square is equals to 5q square. It can be confusing to write that 5 divides p square. Okay. But when we have written it this way, can you see 5 divides p square? It is more clear. Can you see? Can you? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Rest of the students. Yesterday I said that 5 is equals to yesterday I said that p square is equals to 5q square, and from here only we can make the conclusion that 5 divides p square. And today I am saying that we can also write it this way. We can also write it this way, which is easier to understand. Can you see? Q square is equals to p square by 5. Now it is easier to write. Therefore, which implies that 5 divides p square. No confusion. Yes or no? P square by 5 means what? 5 divides p square completely. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Abdul, Aisha, Afnan, Noah,
Yes,
Ifra. It is not clear, right?
ma'am, it's clear.
Yes, Abdul. Is it clear?
Yes.
Please let me know when I am asking whether it is clear or not. You need
Yes.
to let me know that yes, it is clear to all of you. so that I can move ahead. Okay.
It's clear.
Okay. I am saying to everyone, Noah, where are you? Are you there on the other side?
Teacher, I said yes.
Yes,
Right.
Ifra. Ifra, are you there? So far, is it clear? Okay. Now we have written 5 divides p square. From here, we can make the conclusion from the theorem that since 5 is a prime number, it divides p square. So 5, then 5 also divides p. 5 divides p. 5 divides p square, that means it will also divide p, that we have already seen in the theorem. We have taken also few examples to check that. Okay. Now since 5 divides p, I said to you, go and make the construction. 5 divide p, like that. Okay. 5 divide p means what is the remainder? It divides p completely, remainder is 0. What about the quotient? What about the quotient? Quotient can be anything. Q, C, D, E, F, whatever you want to take as a quotient, take it. What the formula is there? Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient. For this case, we are going to take quotient as a C. Okay. So can we take P is equals to 5C? Can we? Plus remainder is 0.
Ma'am,
Can
where
we
did
take?
C come from? C is a factor of P.
Yes.
Okay.
What you said?
Is C a factor of P?
Yeah, we are assuming accordingly.
Okay.
Okay. That C is the factor of P, C is the quotient, whatever you say. It's the same thing. Okay. Now this P is equals to 5C. We are going to substitute in our equation number 1. Substituting. P is equals to 5C in equation 1. That is 5Q square is equals to P square. That was our equation number 1. Okay. Here we will substitute it. It will become, what are we going to have as a next step just after doing the simplification?
Mm.
5Q square is equals to what?
25 C square.
25C square. This 25 can go to the other side again. The same concept. Okay. Either you can cancel this 5 and 25. This is other way of writing it. Okay. 5Q square by 25 you can write like this is equals to C square. You can write like this, Q square by 5. Now from here you can make the conclusion. It is easier to make the conclusion over here that 5 divides Q square. That means 5 divides Q. Please let me know whether the these steps are clear, yes or no. But we ended up getting that 5 is dividing Q, 5 is dividing P also. We have already taken P and Q as a co-prime number, so it is not possible. But P and Q are co-prime numbers. That we have already taken the assumption initially. Therefore, our assumption that root 5 is rational is completely baseless. Okay. Therefore, our assumption that root 5 is rational number is incorrect. Therefore, root 5 is an irrational. Hence, see the steps carefully. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Is it clear to everyone? Afnan, Arya, Nabil, Noah. Nabil, we have just taken the same question that root 5 is an irrational. That's what we were proving over here. Just like the previous yesterday, we have taken root 3. Similarly, exactly following the same process, we are proving it. Root 5 is irrational. Noah, Ifra, please let me know. Is it clear so far? Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. If it is clear, then prove that root 7 is irrational. You all are sitting with pen and paper, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Please do it over
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
Prove that root 7 is irrational number. Okay? Just write all the steps clearly over there. Take the snap and send me the picture. You need to send the picture on the same WhatsApp number through which you get the links and everything. On the same WhatsApp number, you have to send the snap. Take few minutes, do it quickly and send it to me. Everyone. Prove that root 7 is an irrational number. Exactly same process, exactly same steps we need to follow over. Yes, I'm waiting for each and everyone's response. Okay. Take the snap, send it to me. Aisha, Abdul, Afnan, Arya,
And where should I
Nabil, Alvina, and Ifra.
ma'am, where should I send?
On our WhatsApp number. You are having the WhatsApp number of our operation team where you are getting the links and everything on daily basis, right?
Yes.
Yes, on the same WhatsApp number, send it. Do it on pen, do it in your copy, take the snap, send it to me. What is the question? The question is this. Prove that root 7 is irrational. I need to check whether everyone has understood the concept clearly or not. Then only we'll be able to move ahead and we will be discussing few more concepts. Yes, Nabil, I can explain root 5 again. See, the same process we have to follow for any rational number, okay? Uh, sorry, for any irrational number. First, we will be taking the contradiction. Okay, root 5 irrational we have to prove. We have taken rest of the student. If you already understood the process, keep on doing and send the snap. First, we will be taking root 5 is rational number. Irrational we have to prove, rational we have taken. Exactly reverse assumption we have taken. Okay, let means we are assuming it. Since it is a rational number, according to our assumption, we can say we can write it in the form of P by Q. Just keep on looking at the cursor. We can write it as a P by Q. Since any rational number can be represented in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integer and Q denominator should not be 0. That's why we have written root 5 as a P by Q, and we have taken one more assumption that P and Q are co-prime number. So always rational number, numerator and denominator will be co-prime. No, it is not necessary. Rational number can look like this. 64 by 24 by 12. It can look like this. Okay, when we will reduce it to lowest term, 12 1 times 12, 12 2 times 24, it became 2 by 1. Now 2 and 1 are co-prime. There is no other number which can divide 2 as well as 1. So 2 by 1, this 2 are co-prime we can say. Or if we are taking 6 by 9, so 3 2 times 6, 3 3 times 9. Now we can see this 2 and 3, the reduced form, these two are co-prime. What is the meaning of co-prime? Such number which is like a pair of a number, 2 and 3 is there is no common number which can divide 2 as well as 3. If that is the case, then we can say the numbers are co-prime number. Or you can also say there is no common factor apart from 1. If there is no common factor apart from 1, then the numbers are co-prime number. Similarly, here we have taken root 5 is equals to P by Q, and P and Q we kept it co-prime number. Okay, we are assuming that these two are co-prime number. There is no number which can divide P as well as Q. Okay, now we have done the crisscross multiplication. We have written it as root 5 into Q is equals to P. This is step. Squaring both sides we have done. We got 5Q square is equals to P square. This is what we got. Now here this 5 which is sitting beside Q square, we can shift it to other side and it will go in the denominator of P square. We can write it as a Q square is equals to P square by 5. Now here it is clearly visible that P square is divisible by 5. Here it is clearly visible. Here it is clearly visible that P square is divisible by 5. Okay, completely divisible because other side Q is there. Q is integer. Initially, rational number, we have taken integer by integer. So Q is integer. Square of the integer is still integer. Okay, that's why we are making the conclusion that 5 divides P square. That's why we are making this conclusion from the above step. Okay, please let me know. So far, is it clear, Nabil?
Ma'am, I've sent you the answer.
Okay. Nabil, so far, is it clear? Yes. After that, what we are doing? After that, we are saying that since 5 divides P square, then 5 will also divide P. From where are we writing? From the previous day's theorem we are writing. If P is a prime number, if P divides A square, then P divides A. Same theorem we are using and we are making the conclusion 5 divides P square, then 5 will also divide P. Okay. And if 5 will divide P, then the rule, that is dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder, that rule we are applying over here. Okay. Yes, if you have already sent the snap, I am getting it. I am coming to that. Okay. So we are saying that 5 divides P. That means we can apply the formula remainder is 0. 5 divides P means 5 divides P completely. So the remainder is 0. We can use the formula dividend is equals to divide. We don't know quotient. We can take it as a Q. We can take it as a C. We can take it anything. We are taking it as a C. Plus remainder is 0. So from here we are getting P is equals to 5C. That only we have written over. That only we have written here. 5 divides P means P is equals to 5C. From where? From the rule. Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder is 0. We are not writing it. Okay. Now substituting this P is equals to 5C in equation number 1. P is equals to 5C. We are going to substitute in equation number 1. We always have to maintain this one as a equation number 1 just after doing the squaring part. Okay. So P is equals to 5C. We will be substituting over there. After doing the substitution, simplification we have done. Here 5C is there. Here 25C square we got. Okay. Then 25 we have shifted to other side and we got C square is equals to Q square by 5. This is what we got after doing the calculation, after doing the simplification. Okay. Now here again we can see that here it is clearly visible. Here it is clearly visible that 5 divides Q square. 5 divides Q square. It is clearly visible over here. 5 divides Q square completely. Okay. The quotient, whatever we have taken, that quotient must be an integer. Okay. So 5 divides Q square. From the theorem again we can say that 5 also divides Q then. Now we have taken our initial assumption was P and Q are co-prime. That means there is no number, there is no common number which can divide P also and Q also. And we only ended up getting that 5 divides P is P and we only ended up getting that 5 divides Q, which is not possible. Since we have taken the assumption that P and Q are co-prime. So here we have written, but P and Q are co-prime. See, but P and Q are co-prime. That was our assumption. So 5 is a number which is dividing P also and Q also. It is not possible at all. That's why we are saying that our assumption which we have taken that root 5 is rational is completely baseless. It's incorrect. Okay. And hence root 5 is an irrational number. Exactly same method we have to apply. Exactly same thing we have to do for root 2. Exactly same thing we have to do for root 3. Exactly same process we have to do for any irrational number. So all the step will be exactly same. Exactly. Just over here at the place of root 5, there will be root 7. At the place of root 5, there will be root 7. When we will do the squaring, at the place of 5, there will be 7. Okay, every step will be just like that. Just at the place of 5 and root 5 there will be 7 root 7 for our question. If root 2 you are doing, then at the place of these numbers there will be root 2 or 2. Are you getting it, Nabil? Arya,
I'm
it's
ready.
perfect.
Okay.
Okay, Aisha, let me check. Aisha, it's perfect. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Abdul, let me check. Yes, Abdul, it's perfect. 3 snaps I have got so far, and all 3 are perfect. Anyone else who have already sent and I have not got? Rest of the students, let me know. Are you getting it? How to prove it? Same step, exactly same step we have to perform. It's not about just step, you need to understand. We are assuming PN, yes, Aisha, Arya, and Abdul, please write this terminology that P and Q are co-prime. If you are assuming A by B, you need to write A and B are co-prime. Okay, please mention it over there. Okay.
Ma'am, I wrote.
Okay, yes, Aisha, you have written. Please, Arya, you also write it, and Abdul, I believe you have written. No, please write it. Mention it over there that P and Q, A and B, whatever you are taking, these two are co-prime. Then only our assumption will be completely baseless that there is a common number which can divide this also and that also. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so you will be able to do this one. Okay, Nabil, yeah, to you I was explaining.
Ma'am, I sent.
Okay, send already. Nabil, please let me know, is it clear? Yes, it is clear. Okay, let's move ahead. Rest of the student, please do it and send it to me. Even if you are sending it to me after the class, that is fine, but please send it to me. Our next discussion is Afnan, I got.
Ma'am, I have a doubt in this question. Can I ask?
Yeah, please ask.
Wait. Where should I send the question?
Yeah, you can send on the same WhatsApp number.
Okay.
Okay, Afnan, I have checked it. It is correct. Okay. And if I feel anywhere you need to mention and it like whatever is need to be mentioned over here, I'll send you. Okay. I will send it back to you. Like where exactly you need to be careful. Okay, Afnan?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Otherwise, it is perfectly fine.
I sent, ma'am.
Okay. It is related to which concept, Arya?
HCF, LCM. Because I don't know which one to take in that question.
Okay, we'll be taking it over here because we are continuing with real numbers. Yeah, in a morning walk, question is in a morning walk, three-person step off together and their steps measure 40 centimeter, 42 centimeter, 45 centimeter. What is the minimum distance each should walk so that each can cover the same distance in complete steps. Let's see what the question says. Yes, it is from the same chapter, LCM and SCF. In a morning walk, three persons step off together and their steps measure 40 centimeter, 42 centimeter, 45 centimeter. Okay, three persons are there. 1, 2, 3. Three persons are there. Let's say the first one is Mr. A, the next one is Mr. B, and next one is Mr. C. Okay, their steps are 40 centimeter, 42 centimeter, 45 centimeter, 40 centimeter, 5 centimeter. Okay. After this 40 centimeter, the next step of this person will be like first one is 40 centimeter. What will be the next step? See, their step measure 40 centimeter. So if the first step is 40 centimeter, the next step again will be 40. So in total it will be 80. Can we write? Can we write?
Yes,
That the
ma'am.
next step in total will be 80 centimeter. After that, it will be 120 centimeter. After that, it will just go in this pattern. Okay. Similarly, the first one is 42. The next one will be 42 plus 42. That is
84.
42 plus 42 is 84. So the next time he will be at like totally from the very beginning we are measuring total it will be 84 centimeter. After that it will be 126. Is it so? Like this it will keep on going. Okay. Similarly, the first is 45 centimeter for Mr. C. Next will be 90 centimeter. Next will be 135 centimeter, and in this pattern it will keep on moving. Okay. Now what we have to find, what is the minimum distance if each should walk? What is that minimum distance each should walk? This is the distance we are writing. That first time it is the distance is 40 centimeter. Next time the distance became total 80 centimeter. Next time the distance total became 120 centimeter. Similarly, the first time for Mr. B it is 42 centimeter. For the next time for Mr. B it is 84 centimeter. For the next time for Mr. B it is totally 124 126 centimeters. Similarly, it will keep on going in this pattern. For Mr. C also, we have written the same thing. Okay, first time the distance is just 45 centimeter. Next time the total distance became 90. Next time the total distance became 135. Fine. Now, what is the minimum distance each should walk? So that each can cover the same distance. So that each can cover the same distance. What the question is indicating? Can you see? We have just written the multiples over here. We have just written the table of 40 for the first one. 41 times 40, 42 times 80, 43 times 120. Can you see?
Yes, mom.
For the first one, we have written multiple of 40. The next one, we have written multiple of 42. Next one, we have written multiple of 45. And what is the least multiple we have to find? See, there is a word minimum. Least multiple we have to find. Same distance means common multiple. Same means common. Same distance means all the distance has to be same. That means common. Minimum means least. So are you getting what we have to find here? Least, common, multiple.
LCM.
LCM we have to find here. Okay, LCM we have to find here. How we will understand? This much explanation is needed? No. This much explanation is not needed. Only this keyword is enough. Minimum means LCM. Minimum means LCM. Okay, if we are having the word minimum, if we are having the word least, if we are having the word lowest in our question, definitely we have to find LCM. If there is a word highest, if there is a word maximum, if there is a word largest, we have to find HCF. Getting it? So this much we will not, this is just for understanding. Like A is taking 40, then 80, then 120, B is taking 42, then 80, 84, then 126, C is taking like that. Same distance means exactly we need to reach at same number over here, same number over here, same number over here. That's what we are looking for. And we realize that while writing all the distances, we are writing nothing but just the multiple. Multiple means table. So the table of 40 we are writing at first. What is the meaning of LCM? LCM means least common multiple. Okay, when we are writing the LCM of two numbers, let's say the example, let's say 12 and 24, okay, or maybe 12, or maybe 6 and 20. Okay, if we are writing the LCM of these two number, we will be writing the multiple of 6. 6 1 times 6, 6 2 times 12, 6 3 times 18, 6 4 times 24, 6 5 times 30, 6 6 times 36, 6 7 times 42, 6 8 times 48. Like that we will keep on writing the multiple till 10. No, table doesn't stop at 10. However, we have learned till 10 so that it will be helpful for doing the calculation, but table doesn't stop at 10. Okay, 6 11 times 66, 6 12 times also we can write. Okay, similarly the table of 20, 21 times 20, 22 times 40, 23 times 60, 24 times 80, 25 times 100. This is how we can write the multiple of 6 and the multiple of 20. Multiple, we are writing the multiple of 6 and the multiple of 20. And what is the meaning of LCM? Least common multiple. What is the common multiple? Let's mark it. 30 is here. We don't have any 30. 36 is there. 42 is there. What is the common multiple? Let's continue. 6 8 times 48, 6 9 times 54, 6 10 times 60. The first common multiple, we can see 60 is here and 60 is here. Okay, there is 60, here is 60. That is the least. Okay, least means lowest number. That is common multiple. Common multiple, 60, 60 is there. After 60, if there is any more common multiple, yes, there will be more common multiple if you will keep on writing the table. Okay, but 60 is the least one, lowest number, which is common multiple also. That is the meaning of LCM, and that's what we have seen over here also in our example. Yes or no? Yes or no? So in this type of question, Arya, and to my every student, I would suggest that if this type of terminology, the underlined one, if you can see in the question, you have to find the LCM only. Clear? LCM of what? LCM of this three number, 40, 42,
Okay, ma'am.
and 45. That's it. Okay, next one. A, B, C start cycling around a circular path. Okay, let me take this question. Circumference of the path is 1980 meter if the speed of A is 330 meter per minute. Speed of B is 198 meter per minute, and that of C is 220 meter per minute, and they start from the same point then after what time they will be together. At starting point. In this type of question also, then we are having like a bell is ringing at an interval of 4 hours. Another bell is ringing at an interval of 5 hours. Another bell is ringing at an interval of this much hour. They are ringing at this time. Then what will be the time? Again, all the bell will ring together. All the bell will ring together. All the person will meet together. Okay, if this type of terms are there in the question, we have to find the LCM only. I am explaining you why. Okay, if we can see what time they will be together at the starting point. They are starting at the same place. They are starting at the same point. They start from the same point. Okay, same place, same time they are starting. Okay, this type of question we will always be finding the LCM. I'm going to show you why. Okay, ABC starts cycling around a circular path in the same direction at the same time. Circumference of the path is given. Circumference of the path is given. Circumference means the distance is given. 1980 is nothing but just the circumference means perimeter, that means distance is given. This path's total This one revolution circumference distance is given 1980. Okay. If the speed of A is 330 meter per minute. The speed of B is 198 meter per minute. And the speed of C is 220 meter per minute. Okay. Speeds are given over here. Then we have to find the time. Okay. At what time? Can you see what time? There is a relation between speed and distance. That is, speed is equals to distance by time. So from here, first we will find the time for the first one, time for the second one. Okay, time for A, time for B, time for C. And then we will be finding the LCM. Getting it? What is the distance? For each and every case, the distance is 1980 only. Are you getting?
Mom,
Yes,
could you
ma'am.
explain again?
Yes, Arya, what you said?
Could you explain again?
Yeah, sure. I said that there is a formula. There is a formula that is speed is equals to distance by time. Do you know this formula?
Yes, Mom.
Okay, the formula we need to apply here. Why? Because it is written at what time they will be together. At what time? See the rectangular box. At what time they will be together. So we have to give the answer. That answer will be a time. Okay. Here what we are having in hand, the information, we are having the distance. Okay, distance of the park. And we are having the speed of A, speed of B, and speed of C. So first we will be finding the time. How much time A is taking to complete one revolution. Okay, time will be from the same formula. Time will be distance by speed. Distance is 1980. Speed is 330 for A. Getting it, Arya?
Yes, Mom.
Similarly, we will be finding the time for B, 1980, distance by speed, 198. This is the time for B. And similarly, we will be finding the time for C, 1980. Time means what? Time for C means what? How much time C is taking to complete one revolution? Okay. How much time A is taking to complete one revolution? How much time B is taking to complete one revolution? Each one's time we are having. Okay. Now, when they are going to meet again, they start from the same point. They start from the same point. Then after what time they will be together at a starting point? After what time they will be together at the starting point? That means we will be finding the LCM. Here also we need to list down the multiples and we will be finding the common multiple. Better than that, you do the prime factorization of all the timing and find the LCM.
Okay, Mom.
Okay. So whenever we are having this type of question, like when they will be together, when all the bell will ring together, when all the person will be together, we have to find LCM in these type of questions also. Okay.
Okay, Mom.
Okay. Now, one concept is there. That is, we have to show that 2 minus root 3 is irrational number. Given that root 3 is irrational. It is given that root 3 is irrational. Even if this sentence is not written in the question, we will assume that we already know that root 3 is irrational. Okay. We have to prove that 2 minus root 3 will also be irrational. How we will be proving it? Very simple. The proof will be very simple. Here the question will be like this. Prove that 2 minus root 3 is an irrational number. Okay. Given that root 3 is irrational, even if this circled part given in the question or not given, doesn't matter. We have to assume it. We have to take it in consideration that we know that root 3 is irrational. We are not going to prove here. First, we will be proving root 3 is irrational, and then we will be proving 2 minus root 3 irrational. No. We are going to take that root 3 is surely it is irrational. That we already know, even if it is written in the question or not written, doesn't matter. Okay, in this type of question. Here we will completely focus on proving this 2 minus root 3 as irrational. How we will be proving that? Let me show you quickly. So we can take 2 minus root 3 is equals to, again, p by q, a by b, whatever you want to take. And we will maintain the same. P and q are co-prime. And p and q are integers. Okay, because we will assume that 2 minus root 3 is rational. Okay, contradictory method again we will apply. Let's say 2 minus root 3 is rational. Since we have assumed it rational, we can write it as a p by q, where p and q are co-prime. We are maintaining that. And we also know that p and q are integers, that we already know from the definition of rational numbers only, where q not equals to 0, that we already know. Okay, now we can write it as 2 minus p by q is equals to root 3. Can we write this root 3 side? I am changing, I am shifting it to other side. It became positive. Okay, and p by q is there on the other side. That was positive over there. I am taking it to this side. Are you understanding it? Are you getting it? Can we write it like this? Can we write it like this? Yes or no?
Yes.
Rest of the student, please let me know. Can we write it like this? 2 minus root 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can write it like this. We have just shifted this, changed the sign. Okay, if this is not clear, let me show you. You can assume it like this. 2 minus root 3 is equals to p by q. Okay, 2 is equals to p by q plus root 3. And this p by q we are taking to this side. It became 2 minus p by q is equals to root 3. Clear? Is it clear now? Clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so directly also we can write it, or you can write one more step. It's totally fine. Okay, now what we will be having, we will do the simplification on the left hand side. So what is the LCM? Can you tell me? First one's denominator is 1, another denominator is q. So then LCM of 1 and q is? LCM of 1 and q is q. Okay. Now the numerator became here 2q minus p is equals to root 3. So we got root 3 is equals to 2q. Q is integer we have taken. P integer we have taken. The denominator q integer we have taken. So root 3 we are able to represent integer by integer. Okay. Integer by integer, which is not possible. We know that root 3 is an irrational number, but we know that it is not possible. But we know that root 3 is irrational number. It can't be integer by integer. How I am writing the numerator as an integer? Because 2 into integer is again integer, and integer minus integer is, the result will be integer only. Okay, integer plus integer, integer minus integer. You can take 2 plus 3, 2 integers are there, we are adding it, the result is integer. Minus 2 minus 3, we are doing the subtraction. Okay, the result is integer. So integer, when you will take and you will do addition, subtraction, the result will be integer only. Multiplication also, the result will be integer only. That's why we are saying root 3 is equals to integer by integer. But we know that root 3 is irrational. Therefore, our assumption is incorrect. our assumption, don't worry, I am summarizing it, that 2 minus root 3 is rational is incorrect. Therefore, hence it is irrational. This one is quite simple than the previous one. Okay. See, only 2 steps we have performed. 2 minus root 3, we have to show that 2 minus root 3 is irrational. What we have done? We have taken it as a rational. Okay. We can represent in the form of P by Q. We have shifted P by Q on one side and root 3 separately on another side. Then we are saying it is not possible. Root 3 can't be equal to integer by integer. It is not possible. We know that root 3 is irrational. So our assumption that 2 minus root 3 is rational is incorrect. Hence 2 minus root 3 is irrational. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
This one is very simple. Please note it down. Okay, this is also part of the question. Solution starts from here. Proof starts from here. Rather than solution, we will call it proof. Proof starts from here. Today, no assessment. Okay. Today, no assessment. We are done with all the concepts. But however, I will check if anything is left. Okay. So for that reason only, we are not going to activate the assessment. But you are prepared for this topic. Real number is already completed in our class. Okay. We have taken each and every question and we have discussed that. I am keeping one more class for taking your doubts over there, and I need to check previous year question if we can discuss over there. Okay.